Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Currently, I don't think you could tell at all, but it's already started snowing. We're supposed to get a bunch of snow today and tomorrow, and I have a funny feeling I'm going to be stuck in my house for the next few days. So I have a plan to combat whatever may come, whether the power goes out or I'm just stuck here for a few days or whatever. The other day at a little free library, I found these. And I am going to read them in the next few days. Okay, or at least I'm going to try. Hopefully I'll like them. Hopefully they're not a DNF. I've heard mixed reviews on the second one, but most people love this first one. This is a lot of people's 5-star reads from last year, or maybe it was the year before. I don't even know actually, but I am very excited to try it out. And I've heard that it's like historical fiction. It's a YA, so I feel like it should be good. I know a lot of people have issues with YA. I don't mind it. I mean, honestly, sometimes I prefer it because YA tends to be more clean, more wholesome, and just more fun to read in general. Maybe a little cringy too, but I don't know. I haven't heard that this is like a cringy book or anything. People seem to really love it. So I'm excited to try this and hopefully get into the sequel. I could not believe my luck when I walked up to the last little free library that I went to that day. I think it was the last one. Maybe I'm totally lying. I don't remember. I'm pretty sure it was the last one though. And I saw these two just sitting there like this. And I was like, when I found these, and oh my gosh. So this is the book of the month copy. This is just like a new hardcover. Like, I don't even know if this has been touched. Probably has, but you never know. Like, what if somebody just put them in there to bless someone, aka me? Anyways, let's get into this. I'm actually going to do all of the snow prep things. I'm going to charge all my devices. I'm going to go take a quick shower just so I don't feel disgusting for the next few days. And then we'll get into these. Oh, I also have to edit today, but we are going to be reading. So far, based on the prologue alone, I think this is going to be very interesting, and I like the writing style. Now, that was only 4 pages, so I've got a long ways to go before I know if this is going to be as good as people say, but so far, so good. One chapter in, and I feel like based on what I've read in that chapter that's setting it up, and the synopsis, I feel like this is going to be really good. Of course, I'm also going off of literally everyone who loves this book's opinion, but I can so far see it going in the direction of being a really loved book. It's making sense thus far. Okay. I'm only 4 chapters in, and I'm already invested. The amount of things that have already happened in the first six chapters. I love a book where stuff's actually happening, like right off the bat. So I'm probably not going to read more tonight because I want to be like super focused, but tomorrow we'll get back into this. And yeah. You know, it looks good when you're actually disappointed that 6 chapters is this short. I was getting ready to do my 6 chapters for my short. It's kind of funny. For today, and I was like, no, as I noticed, like, I started back here because I assumed it was more like this. And to see that it was this short, I was like, gosh, that's not that much at all. Anyways, I'm doing my short. I've got to edit my little free library video, and then we're gonna just basically devour this book is the plan. Also, I'm trying to like enjoy the snow, but that is the most disappointing blizzard I've ever seen in my life. Like, you can see the ground. Very sad. Hey, it is what it is. What's sadder is it's like just enough to make sure that I can't go anywhere, but like not enough to be like, oh my gosh, it's so pretty and blizzard-like. Whatever, back to reading. This is so much already. I'm just made it to chapter 13, but oh my gosh. It deals with... I'm just gonna say, without spoiling, this is a very heavy book already. And I'll eventually stop showing you guys the letters because I don't want to spoil them all. But so much of what they say I just absolutely love and relate to. The one that I was just reading was talking about like grief that you carry with you and loss that you carry with you, and like somehow you figure out how to live with it, but it's always there. I'm just like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Also, trigger warning for, well, really enjoying this so far, and in the last chapter I got that feeling that this could be 5 stars. We shall see. But I don't want to say that like too early. But I can understand, if this continues at this pace, I can understand why people love it so much. I think I've said that like 45 times in this video, but yeah, definitely enjoying. All right, I've got to go put this short together, edit my little free library video, and then I'll get back to reading later. Just a quick update. The next day, editing took me until like 10 o'clock last night, and by the time I was done, I was just watching YouTube at the end. So I will get back to Divine Rivals tomorrow, but today is Sunday, and as you can see, I am snowed in. Well, more like iced in. There's not that much snow, but anyways. So I'm about to review last week's message from church and like fill in some of the notes that I wanted to do throughout the week. Kind of behind on that. And then I'm gonna tune into today's. So let's do it. And then later I've got my nonfiction book that I'm going to focus on today. Good boundaries and goodbyes. I'm sure that's exactly how she intended the title to be read. I was low-key waiting for this. It's a YA book, so of course there's got to be PC stuff in here. There always seems to be more in YA books than adult. It's just interesting. So that just showed up. And I will say, even before that, I'm kind of getting more like 4-star vibes from the reading that I've done. By the way, it's Tuesday. I haven't talked to you guys in like 3 days. I'm sorry. I think it's within 3 days. But anyways, so I'm not like as much 5-star, but I'm still enjoying it, except for like that part. But like, yeah, it's pretty good. Very moving writing, but probably not 5 stars. I do absolutely love the letters though. We are going on an adventure. Y'all ready for some gas station content? Come for the books, stay for the gas stations. No. Okay, I'm low-key so hungry, even though I ate this morning, but it's already been like 4 hours, well, 3 hours maybe. I really don't want to like eat before leaving. My stomach's growling. I think I'm just gonna get going, though. Let's go! Okay, so is it an adventure if you go somewhere that you go all the time? I don't know, but we're here! Let's go! The first call. All right, came back to my car because I needed to actually, I wasn't like ashamed to talk to you guys in public or anything. I had to get the second book because I'm still working on my 6 chapters for my short, and I only read 5 to finish off Divine Rivals, which is in my backpack. Let me get that out. That ending was crazy. I feel like if anybody was watching me in there, which I don't think anyone was, like people are just like minding their own business, living their lives. But if anybody saw me, there were some reactions. You guys saw me, you know. Anyways, Divine Rivals. Let's talk about it because people love this book, and I can totally see why. My hair is like crazy also. Should I just tell you what I'm gonna rate it, or should I leave that to the end? I'm gonna leave it to the end, so stay tuned. Not the end of the video, but like the end of my review. Okay. I'm also hyped on caffeine, so if I'm talking real fast, that's why. Okay, so first of all, I do want to just address the negatives. I'm not gonna do like a compliment sandwich. I'm just gonna say what I don't like about it first. Don't like when YA has, I don't know if it's open door because I skipped over it, but it was dang close and I just started skipping. I was like, when is this over? In my opinion, there should not be anything remotely open door in YA books. That's just how I feel about it. It's more so new adult, in my opinion. There was like, I want to say like 3 or 4 times that there was language in here, so it really wasn't bad on that end. There was something else that I didn't like. This stuff I already talked about. The stuff that I already talked about also contains 2 characters that I just think are boring. Like, I just don't think that they really add much to the story at all. They're just there to like fit that checklist, in my opinion. I don't like checklist characters to like fit a demographic. Anyways, that's what they felt like to me. I really didn't care about their parts. Like, I would genuinely try to like be, you know, fair. Is this a valuable part of the story? And every single time I was like, this is so boring. But the rest of the book, really enjoyed. Love the love interests. They are the cutest in the whole entire world. And I actually like there's the main character who's like obviously the main character, and then there's the love interest. I like the love interest better. I think their character, and I don't want to like say which one's which. I think if you read the synopsis, you know which one's which. But I don't want to say, but I think that the love interest is just like the sweetest, purest soul in the whole world. Like, I'm obsessed with that individual. I don't know why I'm like not telling you who it was, but I don't know. I just don't want to like risk spoilers. I just think that they are the best character, and I wish that they were the main character. Anyways, I am gonna give this. Wait, do I talk about the ending for a second without spoilers? That was crazy. That was crazy. I didn't see that coming. Should I have? Maybe. Is it because that I spent like 10 days reading this book because I've only really been reading it during like filming my shorts? I don't know. But I did not see that coming. What just happened? What's gonna happen next? I've heard some mixed reviews on the next book, so I'm uncertain. I've heard some people say that it's slower than this one, which I felt like this one was slow enough. So I'm kind of like, oh, how do I feel about this? I don't know. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get into this one in just a minute. I'm gonna give this 4 stars. I was playing with the 4.5 for a minute, but I think I'm gonna give it 4 just because of the things that I don't like about it. But the plot and the writing, so good. I'm obsessed with the letters. Like, I'm gonna low-key go back through and just read the letters because there's some beautiful writing in here, and I know that they're like writers, obviously it's gonna be beautiful, but like, how do people form sentences like this? Amazing, amazing. So I really love the letters, and I did start tabbing at the end, so I kind of want to like go back and reread at some point and tab the whole thing. There's just some stuff that like was so relatable, and I only had purple tabs because there's a tiny, I don't know if you can see that with cinematic, but there's a tiny bit of purple. That was the only tab I had that matched. Okay, enough rambling. I need to get into this one. Wait a second. Who's the main character of this one? Oh, man. I'm gonna read the synopsis, but not to you. No spoilers. Okay. This could be interesting. This could get very interesting. Let's go read it. So cold, honestly. I mean, it was like warmish cold. I don't know, whatever. I was just sitting in the Starbucks because I was hungry. But when I was sitting outside reading Ruthless Vows, and I always want to call it Reckless Vows. I don't know why. Ruthless Vows. I wasn't super focused because there was a little kid, and she was like maybe like a year and a half old. She and her mom, nanny, I don't know, were like running around playing, and it was loud. It was cute, but loud, and I just was not focused. And then there was a girl doing gymnastics and like swinging on the swing next to me. So I wasn't super focused, but I could see how people would say that this is long just based off of the first chapter. It kind of seemed like it just went on. Like, comparatively, Divine Rivals is really not that long of a book. I mean, it took me a while to read, but this one's just definitely thicker, and I don't know. We'll see. I've only read one chapter, so we'll see how this goes, but we're into the second book. Hopefully I will finish this vlog at some point. I mean, I wanted to have a vlog going up this weekend. I don't have anything ready. So that's unfortunate, but that's why I did not tell you guys a schedule or anything, because I don't want to like promise things that I can't actually do. So I'm gonna sit here and warm up for a minute and then decide what I'm doing next, because there's so much that I want to do. No, wait, okay, I'm still sitting here, but like I just realized exactly what I'm gonna go do, because there is a park that I've been wanting to go to and was just like waiting for a day where it was actually warm enough. Today's the day. Today is that day. It is like 65. It's 65 degrees in January. I was made to live like this. Okay, 65 degrees, so we're going to the park. We're gonna walk around. We're gonna enjoy the beauty of the outdoors in the city. Listen, I'm so made for like city outdoors, not like outdoors, like manicured outdoors. Okay, anyways, let's go. Add that to the literal hour later. We're still out there. I wanted to drive by somewhere, and then I wanted to drive by somewhere, and then I was gonna go to the park, but went the wrong way, and it wanted me to take a U-turn, so I ended up coming down by where my church is, and now I'm turning back. We'll get to the park eventually, but it's been an hour and I'm still not there. To be fair, it's rush hour, so it's taking extra long. I just wanted to go in the daylight and the sun is going down, so we're gonna have like 5 seconds there. That was really pretty, and I would have left it an hour ago. It got really, really cold again. My head hurts, it's so cold. Oh my gosh. It's 6 o'clock. It's getting dark. But that means that the days are getting longer because it would have been dark by now. Yay. Terrible lighting, but let's go do one more thing before I get unready for the night. This is gonna be the first of a few different attempts to find The Women by Kristen Hannah. I know exactly what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to go get a bunch of other stuff, but if they don't have it, I'll just leave. But that is what I'm looking for. I want that book. Everything in me wants to wait till tomorrow, but I just feel like I should go tonight. So I'm gonna go tonight and then go to sleep. Sorry you can't see me at all, but they didn't have the book. First of all, they didn't really have any books that I was interested in, but they did have some nice furniture. Well, I mean, it's used, so it's not in pristine condition and there's stains and stuff, but just interesting to see what they have. Anyways, not that I'm buying furniture, but I just like to look at it, okay?
Make his face shine upon and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace.
Hey guys, I'm pretty sure I didn't talk to you at all yesterday because it was such a full, busy day, and a lot of what went on I wasn't going to be filming because that would have been inappropriate. But it is time for church, and not just any church, a very special day. So I am waiting here to pull in the parking lot. Of course, I've got a red light with no cars, but it's time. So I'll talk to you after. Wow, what a day. I don't even know how to formulate sentences right now, actually. But today was speechless. Today was something very long awaited. After the footage that I have from years and years ago from church memories, I want to make sure that I have this. So let's talk about today. Was very much not in any way a perfect day, but exactly what I know I'm supposed to be doing, where I'm supposed to be doing it, and more than what I could have hoped for. Even if it's different than what I hoped for. I don't know how to explain that because I can't go into, and I'm not going to go into specific details. But if that resonates with you, or if you're waiting for something like that in your life, I hope that encourages you because it's coming. And it might look different than what you think it will, but the day when you experience that is coming. If you keep pushing forward and trusting God. Anyways, I'm gonna not cry on this video. I'm actually sitting in this parking lot to read some Ruthless Vows, but I just wanted to talk to you for a second because it's been a day in a good way. And I've got a lot to process. And I'm not an external processor, so that's why I'm like sitting here like, oh my gosh, I want to talk about today, and I've got nothing to say to you because it's all in my head. But I'm just very grateful for what today was, because we can't take anything for granted. Nothing on this earth is permanent. Whether we don't like to, think about that, and we might call some things permanent, but nothing's permanent. So enjoy it while you have it. And anyways, today was very much enjoying some things that I have lost in a different way that only God could provide. So that's that on that. It's time to read. Really been talking to you guys. Sorry. It's been several days, I think, and the lighting's not great in here, but I'm just having trouble focusing. I'm very tired, and it's so cold. It's like 10 degrees here today, and I was not made for the cold. Blah. But I have 2 more chapters to read for my reading short, so I've got to keep reading. And then I'm going to probably go to sleep after that because I'm cold. And anyways, that's just what I'm dealing with right now. It's okay. This book is okay. I'm interested to see where it's going. I can see why people would say that it's pretty slow. I feel like the plot and like the issues are very intriguing. I feel like we could really do a lot with this. I just want to get more into it. So that's how I'm feeling. I don't know if that made any sense. I'm really tired. Okay guys, it is several days later and I haven't really been filming and talking to you because I don't have the best lighting here. Stuff is going on at our house that I am not staying there. I'm currently staying at my grandma's house and watching her pipes with these below freezing temperatures and just not really in my routine, but I'm sitting here with Ruthless Vows, and to be so honest, I'm not loving it at the moment because it's a lot of just the war. And I just want to know what happens between our main characters, our love interests, who I can't spoil what's going on because that would majorly ruin the ending of Divine Rivals. But low-key, it's annoying and I really want to know. I want to know what happens. Where are we going with this? Because it could be really good, but it's like the war is just gearing up for something and nothing's actually happening yet. And we're also seeing a lot of the characters that I don't like, that I'm just these are the most boring characters that, in my opinion, just exist to check a box. And I just feel like they don't add anything to the story. But that's just my opinion. They're just not very interesting to me. But I keep getting comments from you guys that are like, oh my gosh, I love this series, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like so happy for you. And I love that for you. I want to be able to relate. So I would really love for this book to like move it right along, you know? I'm not even halfway through. And I've literally, the only time I've been reading every day is when I'm reading my 6 chapters for my short, which is so not great. It's not great. I would like to be riveted by this and just want to read it all the time, but that has not been the case thus far. It's literally been a week since I started this book. Now, to be so for real, the vibes when I was starting this book, like where I was when I was reading it, love it. I just can't go there all the time at the moment. Hopefully that'll change, but I don't know. I'm not really in a reading mood. And I need to be. I put up a poll that said, I think it's funny. I put up a poll that says, which do you think will happen first, me reaching 600 subscribers or me finishing this book? And I think we all know which one's gonna happen first, because this is just taking forever. But I guess you never know. I guess maybe it could go really slow and I could finish the book before reaching that goal, but I think we're going to be reaching 600 before I finish this book, which I would really like to get this video up before the end of the month because I still have to do my January TBR. I have 7 books to read and it's January 24th. So I've got a week to read 8 books and film a whole video and edit it and get it up. So that's the update. I need to get back to reading instead of stalling. Okay, time to read. I'm on chapter 52. I don't know how much I have left, so I'm just gonna film. I think the last one's 55 and then the epilogue. Okay. What's gonna happen? Okay, so I finished Ruthless Vows last night, and I didn't want to talk to you guys last night because I was just so tired by the time I finished this. I don't even remember like what happened. Don't remember what happened. I feel like I'm kind of confused. Like I can't tell if there's gonna be another book after this or if this is just the end. And I didn't really get the epilogue, and I didn't like that the last 2 chapters were kind of like skipping time so much. And it would have been fine if they were like sharing some like main events in the characters' lives, but it just kind of was like, here's them 3 months later, here's everybody a year later. Like it didn't really, I don't know, the last few chapters didn't really hit. But up until like the last 3 chapters, the final 100 pages were really, really good and really interesting. It was very slow getting to that point, in my opinion, and I've heard others say the same. A lot of people love this, but like I've heard others say that this book is much slower than Divine Rivals, and I agree with that. It was very slow, But those last 100 pages, I was just like hooked, like turning the page and like finding out what was going to go on. And I think it could have ended slightly sooner. I don't think we needed the only reason that we would need the epilogue is if there's going to be a third book, in my opinion. Because now I'm like, what's going on? I don't know what the significance of that was. But that's how I feel about this book. Just kind of confused, to be honest. I gave Divine Rivals 4 stars, and I think I'm going to give Ruthless Vows, which I always want to call Reckless Vows. I don't know why. Ruthless Vows, 3 stars. Please don't hate me. It was long. It was long. Like, you can look at the difference between these two. It was long. It was slower. There were parts where it was so engaging and intriguing and could have done so much, and then it would just kind of like be them living their day-to-day lives in the middle of this war, and it's just kind of like, we can skip some of that, in my opinion. But overall, I'm glad that I read this. It's not a favorite series of all time for me, but I can see why people love it. I would definitely recommend trying it and seeing if you love it, because so many people do love this series. How many times can I say love in 1 minute? I definitely recommend trying it, and I'm very glad that I did. I don't know that I'm going to hold on to it forever and ever. I feel like this is one that I probably won't reread, so I probably will unhaul it at some point, but I'm going to hold on to it for now because I just really like the covers. Like, the way that they made the first letters, the like typewriter keys, is so creative. I don't know the significance of the flat. Oh, I wonder if that's what it is. I'm gonna say that's what it is, even though it might not be. Overall, just glad I read it, and so glad that I found these in a little free library, because that was such a fun find. I was so happy. Anyways, that's everything for this video. The next video that I film is going to be my monthly TBR. I've got 7 books to read in like 5 days. Is that going to happen? I doubt it highly. But I'm going to do the best that I can, just like I do every single month when I put it off, and then we get to this point, and I'm just doing the best I can. Next video is the TBR reading vlog, theoretically. So go vote in my YouTube community page poll to tell me what I should read next. I think the first book that I'm going to start with is already picked, but I'm just going to go down the poll and choose the books according to like what percentage votes that they get until I finish the 4 that were part of that poll. So that's my plan. So go vote, and you can be part of choosing the order in which I read those books. That's everything. Thank you guys so much for being here. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're trying to get to 700 subscribers, because I'm now past 600, which is crazy to think about. My brain has not even really, what's the word? Computed? No. Processed? I don't know. It's hard to believe, is all I'm trying to say. And then the last thing. What's the last thing? Oh, comment below. Let me know. Have you read these books? If you did you love them? Did you not love them? Let me know. And I will talk to you all next time.